You find me this morning at Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station on the West Coast Main Line, and today's video is more of a behind the scenes video, as I'm going to show you every journey that I make that sometimes actually don't show on camera. And in this video there's 2 model rail shows that I'll be attending, and there's also going to be 2 videos that I'll be filming for this channel. So I'm actually waiting for the 0642 London North Western Railway service. I think it's just coming right now, so I'm going to board that train and head straight to London Euston on this train. So we're now just departed Rugeley Trent Valley. I didn't realise this was a 4-coach train. I'm going to move into the X first class section in a second so I can do some editing. But the 2 model railway shows that I'm planning to attend is, the first one is the Erith Model Railway Society Expedition, which is near Abbey Wood Station, but apparently it's in Thamesmead. And the second model railway expedition is actually in Eastleigh, but it's a Southampton Model Railway Expedition. I'm actually doing these model rail expeditions back to back, and the first one we're going to today is actually the Erith Model Railway Society's expedition. So I'm on this for about an hour and 45 minutes as we head down to London Euston.
We are now approaching London Euston, our final station. Thank you for travelling with London North Western Railway. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
So we have now made it to London Euston, and it's not very often you get to see a London Overground Class 378 electric multi-unit sitting on platform 2 at London Euston Station. But we're going to leave the station now and explain more how I'm going to get to Abbey Wood.
So please keep your belongings with you at all times.
So we're now outside Euston Station. Now the show doesn't start till 10 o'clock, so I've got a bit of time, even though my train did arrive 5 minutes late into London Euston. So I'm going to use the time to get something to eat from Sainsbury's, which is right next door to Euston Station, and then walk over to London King's Cross for a McDonald's breakfast, because I do need a breakfast to be honest with you. Get the Northern Line down to Moorgate, and then get the Elizabeth Line from Moorgate to Abbey Wood. That's lunch required, let's go get breakfast. So breakfast has now been acquired, let's get to Abbey Wood.
Use the escalators and hold on to the handrail.
So we have now made it to Moorgate Tube Station on the Northern Line. And honestly, I have been to this location twice in the same week, because when I was editing the video on the train down to London Euston, I was editing the big trip, which did go to Moorgate. So I'm going to take a walk to the Elizabeth Line bound platform at Middleport Street to get the train to Abbey Wood. Now it might be a little busy because MegaCon's on at the Excel at Custom House Station.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016.
So we have now made it to Abbey Wood, and honestly this Elizabeth Line is a game changer. Ever since it opened in 2022 it has been a game changer and has carried a lot of people. So go to the station now, and the venue is a 10-minute walk away from the railway station. So we're now just walking towards the Harris Garrard Academy, because that's where the model railway show is. It has started at 10 o'clock, so I will be there a bit later, but it's about a 10-15 minute walk from the railway station. But technically, even though it says the Erith Modern Railway Society exhibition, we're actually in Thamesmead. On the UK Model Shot directory, it actually says the Thamesmead Modern Railway exhibition, so I don't know which one it is. So right behind me is actually the building where the model show is based, the Harris Garrard Academy. And mostly when I film the model railway shows, I actually just use my phone to film the clips. But I'm just going to film the intro on the Osmo, and then most of the footage you probably see will be on the phone. But I like to get an intro to start the video off before we go into the model railway show video. So what you're going to see next is the intro to that video. Every time I have to start an intro, there's always something passes through. Anyway, let's go for it. So you find me today in Thamesmead for the... No, that's not it. See, sometimes I don't do first takes. So you find me today in Thamesmead. I'm at the Harris Garrard... A taxi. Today you find me in Thamesmead. I'm at the Harris Garrard Academy for the Erith Modern Railway Society's exposition. And there's loads of layouts on display, so we're going to go inside now and let's have a look at the layouts on display. And that is the intro. Let's go in.
Everyone keeps saying, now you grumpy, I sound too smiley. I am his understudy now. I do a very good Michael Caine. It's like,
so miserable. We'll do an impersonation of him then.
So I've been here since 10:30 this morning and it's about 3 hours already. About 1:30 in the afternoon. I filmed about 10 layouts, which is bad to be honest, but it's okay because I'm here till 5 o'clock this evening. So go for a break now, have some lunch, and then film some more layouts straight after.
I'm sure it's hit more.
Honestly, the Erith Modern Railway Society exposition, that was a good show to be honest. And that was my first time being there as well. So now we're going to leave to head to Abbey Wood Station because I need to get to London Waterloo for my train, well, to Winchester because I've got to change at Winchester to get to Eastleigh for the Southampton Modern Railway Show, which is the next day.
Road.
So we have now arrived at Bond Street. I'm going to change onto the Jubilee line to get to Waterloo. Now I could have got off at Tottenham Court Road and got the Northern line down to Waterloo, but to be honest, I fancy a ride on 1996 tube stock. So go to the underground platforms now and get a Jubilee line train to Waterloo. be honest, I needed this coffee, but I've just killed some time at London Waterloo Station. So going to McDonald's to get some retreat now, then I'm boarding the 1926 to Poole service, which are class 4440s, and I've got a first class ticket as well. So now on board the 1926 South Western Railway service to Poole, but I only go as far as Winchester on this train. And yes, I am travelling first class on this train. So I'm going to have some retreats while we're heading down to Winchester, but also this route actually takes a diversion by I think it's by Virginia Water as well, because the line by Wimbledon's shut. So we have now arrived in Winchester. I'm only here to change trains onto the 2122 South Western Railway service to Portsmouth Harbour. It is running 2 minutes late at the moment, and this will take me to Eastleigh. Even though it's 2 minutes late, I don't need to go to the Winchester, buy a pint and wait for it to blow over. It's just an extra 2-minute wait. So that train should be arriving now to take us to Eastleigh. So it's only 10 minutes to Eastleigh for Winchester. And honestly, this is the first class section of a class 450-0. And honestly, all you get is 8 seats, 2 tables, and that's it. Honestly, I think this is one of the worst first classes on a train you could ever have. But to be honest though, it can be quiet as well, so it's wonderful. So we're going to be shortly arriving into Eastleigh. We'll get off the train and film this train out to Portsmouth. So we have now made it to Eastleigh, where I'm staying for the next 2 nights. And my hotel is actually a 1-minute walk from the railway station. That building I'm pointing to right now with the blue light is actually a travel lodge. And that's where I'm staying for the next 2 nights. And hopefully they give me a room review of the railway. So I'm going to leave the railway station now and let's check into the hotel. The moment of truth. Do we actually have a view of the railway station? Oh yes, we do. I'll get onto that later. That purchase from the Erith Model Railway Society's expedition. But I'm going to start doing the voiceovers. I have learned a technique from YouTube from a content creator called Virginia Kerr. I have to say somebody's name at the start and then go straight into it. And to be honest, it does relax me sometimes better than what I usually do. So for example, I'm going to start by saying the name G Loves Trains. So now that we're inside, let's have a look at some of the layouts which are on display, and we shall start with Whittleden. This 016.5 or 09 gauge layout, hosted by Roger Jenner from the Tonbridge Model Railway Club, is set in the 1950s. As Whittleden is a fictional town on the Kent and Sussex border, which is served by a 2-foot 3-inch narrow gauge railway and connects to the mainline station, and the line serves most of the town's freight, with most of the buildings can be found in the Tonbridge area. Just as easy as that. So I'm going to carry on doing the rest of the voiceovers and I'll come back later. But if you do like what you saw, do feel free to subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. And honestly, that was a pain getting all that voiced over, especially that I do feel a bit tired as well. But before I turn in for the night, I want to show you this wagon right here. It's actually out of its box, but this is actually from Llangollen, and it was made in Wales, but it's a Dapol wagon. And the wagon's just right here, this banana ban. Now the original price was £14.95, but Thunderbolt Models, which is a great trade stand, any model show you go to, Thunderbolt Models is a great trade stand. And they do a 10% off at all Model Rail expeditions. But also, if you remember Jenny Kirk's Monday Club had the pin badge, you do get extra 5% off as well, so you do get 15% off a purchase. I just got this model for over £12. Honestly, I like the look of it and I thought I'm buying it. So the last thing that I've got to do, but I'm going to do it in the morning, is take all the footage from the Erith Modern Railway Society expedition off the phone and get it ready for the Southampton Model Railway expedition. But I'm going to go to bed now. I don't think you want to see that, to be honest. So I'll see you for day 2 of this behind the scenes. So it's day 2 and you find me in the travel lodge in Eastleigh. I have woken up to a inflamed urea, which is that dangly thing in your mouth. It's expanded a little bit, but hopefully by lunchtime it should go away. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm copying the files over from the Erith Modern Railway show onto an external hard drive, which you can just see right here. But honestly, today though, there's not much travelling involved, because all I'll be doing is getting a free heritage bus to the Southampton Modern Railway Show's expedition and getting a free heritage bus back to Eastleigh. And that picks me up just outside the railway station as well, which is a 1-minute walk from the hotel. But before we do that, I'm going to pop for breakfast first, and I'm going to head somewhere that I like to take a look at. So before we get the heritage bus, there's 2 things that I like to do first. First of all is to get some breakfast, and the second thing is to take a look inside Eastleigh Works. And that's where I'm heading to first. So we're now on Campbell Road and we're just crossing over the South Western Main Line. That is heading towards Southampton, and Eastleigh is just over there on the other side of the bridge. Now on Campbell Road you do get a good vantage point of Eastleigh Works. And there is some trains that you can see from literally just standing next to that railing just right behind me there. So I'm going to have a quick look around Eastleigh Works and then head for breakfast. Yeah, to be honest, there's not really much here. There's just a Great Western Railway IET, and that's about it. So we're going to go a bit further down this way to see if we can find something else. I did see something, so hopefully we can see Class 313, 313-201, which is currently still at Eastleigh Works. But you do get a better variety a bit further down here. You can see a Class 08 shunter. There's a Class 47 The Shed, an ex-Great Western Railway Mark III carriage. And there's 313-201 sitting in a siding at Eastleigh. So we're now just walking into Eastleigh town centre. I know there's a McDonald's up this street. So get some breakfast and then wait for the bus to take us to the venue for the Southampton Modern Railway show. Now unfortunately I did miss the first heritage bus to take me to the Modern Railway show because they were taking too long getting breakfasts ordered at McDonald's. So I think I was queuing for about at least a good 15 minutes, to be honest with you. So I'm going to hop in the station, have some breakfast, and then get the next heritage bus half an hour later to take us to the venue. So we're now going to get the heritage bus to take us to the venue. First off, it picks passengers up at Eastleigh, just outside the railway station. Then it's going to, in fact, it's just pulling in right now, so it won't be too far away. Then it goes to Southampton Airport Parkway to pick passengers up. It's a 2-minute train ride on the train and a half an hour walk from Eastleigh Station. I have done that walk before. And then it's going to Barton College, which is where the venue is. So wait for this heritage bus to come round and pick us up. To be honest, it just started raining, but we're in the grounds of Barton College. I'm going to start the intro, and then I'm going to go inside to film the layouts that are on display. So let's get the intro done quickly, because it is raining, but luckily I'm under a shelter. So let's start with the intro for this Southampton Modern Railway exposition video. You join us today at Barton College in Eastleigh for the Southampton Modern Railway exposition. And we're going to look at the layouts on display today. So we're going to head on in now and let's see what layouts we see today. That sounds rubbish, to be honest. Let's do that again. You join us today at Barton College in Eastleigh. I'm here for the Southampton Modern Railway Society's exposition, and there's plenty of layouts on display we shall look at. So we're going to head on in now and let's see all these layouts on display. That's so much better. We're going to head in now.
This is great. Wow.
That one, you can still see it today.
Hey, train London.
Now usually, because I have been here before, I would eat out here, but unfortunately definitely not today. Now most of the layouts are in this building right behind me here, but there are also some layouts in this building right behind me there. So this is the only part where you have to walk from one building to the other in the open air. It's a shame really. If it wasn't raining, I would sit here and have some lunch.
Well, I don't see.
Well, I think I was the first one to do it.
Yeah.
This isn't my layout,
Right. Okay.
but I was the first one to put the third rail on.
As I say, you don't see it very often.
Well, it's
So I just popped in there to have a bit of lunch. It's nearly 2 o'clock and unfortunately I only filmed about 9 layouts, which is kind of bad to be honest, but we're here till 4:30 anyway, so I'm going to film some more layouts and hopefully try and get 15 layouts filmed by then. Anyway, let's carry on doing some filming of the layouts.
you're in.
It's nice because you don't see it very often. No, the reason I nearly got.
To be honest, this is the first for me, being evacuated from a Modern Railway show due to the fire alarm going off. This has never ever happened to me at a model show before. So this is why I do this behind the scenes, because you go to see stuff that I don't usually film. Wonder how long this is going to be.
what's an idea of what is available. Well, I don't know if it is available.
So we're starting to pack up now, so we are going to be leaving the modern railway show, hopefully, get the bus back to Eastleigh bus station. So we're going to leave the venue right now. Hopefully the rain should stop. So now on the bus heading back to Eastleigh railway station. Now I'm not a bus enthusiast, even though some people do say that I am. But however though, I do love vintage buses, and this vintage bus is wonderful. So hopefully it should leave very shortly, and let's get back to the Travelodge.
Eastleigh Railway Station!
To be honest, I've never seen a bus stop so flooded like this in my life. Anyway, I'm going to wait till there's no cars to pass through and then run back to the hotel. So hopefully I don't get soaked from the spray of the water coming off the road. To be honest with you, that was very interesting. Even the fire alarm went off at Modern Railway Show. I've done these for years now, and honestly, that was the first time that ever happened. But I've roughly got about 16 layouts filmed, so that wasn't too bad to be honest. But there were some that I would have liked to film, but there was one European layout that was absolutely rammed full of kids. Believe it or not. I just got to keep on the time because it's 16:59 and in about less than a minute I'm actually publishing my video. This is the Chase of the Black 5 from Rugeley Trent Valley to Stockport video. In fact, it's 5 o'clock now, so guess what? Published. So let's see how this video performs. But anyway, I'm going to stay here for a bit and then later on I'll probably go to KFC or McDonald's to get something to eat. So it's just gone 5:30. I'm checking the stats of the Black 5 Chase video, and honestly, it's a 10 out of 10. 83 views in about half an hour. Yeah, that's disappointing, but honestly, it's fine because some videos do well, some videos will badly perform. And I think steam locomotives these days and heritage rails are too competitive on YouTube. I think that's what it just is. It's just too competitive of video. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. So at the moment, I'm editing the video for the Erith Modern Railway Expedition. All the clips on the timeline now, I'm just going through them piece by piece. I will pop out for something to eat in a second, but I have noticed something on real-time trains. And this movement right here. 6Y86, the 1804 Worcester Park to Eastleigh East Yard. And it's an engineer's train. It's running at the moment. It's currently 3 minutes early through Petersfield. So we'll pop out to Eastleigh Station and get that movement as well for Locomania.
Going up
You could just make out right behind me a Class 153 diesel multiple unit Network Rail test train. But we are at Eastleigh Station now waiting for 6Y86 Worcester Park to Eastleigh East Yard. I don't know what locomotive's going to be on it, and I don't know which way it's going to come in from Botley, because it's coming in from Fareham, Botley, Hedge End. I'm actually doing that stretch tomorrow, but I don't know if it's going to come in that side of Eastleigh or it's going to come in this side of Eastleigh. We'll find out in a second though. So those Freightliner Class 66 diesel locomotives are 66528 and 66505. So I'm going to get something to eat now and head back to the Travelodge. So I just ended up deciding to go to KFC instead of McDonald's today. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the Travelodge right now and have something to eat. So I have made it back to the hotel now. I'm going to have my KFC. And also I shall be doing the voiceovers from the Southampton Model Railway Expedition. I could do them at home, but to be honest, it's a bit loud at home. And while I've got the nice and quietness of this hotel room, I'm going to do the voiceovers here. So it's not really going to be much happening now before I go to bed. But day 3 we shall be visiting some railway stations and then also heading back to Rugeley. So I'll see you for day 3 of this behind the scenes. So welcome to day 3 of this behind the scenes. I've just been finishing the notes for the Southampton Model Railway show so I could do the voiceovers. Unfortunately I did crash and burn last night, so I didn't get a chance to do those voiceovers. I've just finished writing the notes that I'm going to be voiceover, and I was meant to leave here at 8:50 to go to Romsey to do the Romsey to Chandlers 4 video, but I decided against it because the weather was bad, to be honest, because it was supposed to be raining and 40 miles per hour winds. But looking at it right now, it's actually not too bad. There is a Class 66 in the yard, but honestly though, it doesn't look too bad, so I decided to go against it. But I will be filming the Eastleigh to Fareham video because I do need to get to Fareham because my train leaves at Fareham at 5 o'clock this evening because I'm on advance tickets. So just go for a break now, go for breakfast, because it is 9:30 in the morning, come back, get the voiceovers done, then we shall leave the hotel.
Yes, they know.
So in the end I popped out to get a Greg's breakfast. I didn't bother with McDonald's, to be honest with you. So I'm going to get the voiceovers done for the Southampton Model Railway show, and then hopefully by 10:30 I should leave the Travelodge, because I think checkouts until midday anyway, so I do have a bit of time in this hotel room, but I want to get the voiceovers done. Also I actually need to get the station histories done for Hedge End and Botley. I haven't done them yet, and I've got to do that video later on. Now that we're inside, we shall take a look at the layouts, and we shall start with the Hills of the North, the Spirit of Shap. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. I'll see you at the next Model Railway show. So I've done the voiceovers now, so I'm going to start packing up and head out the hotel. I might go to Chandlers Ford actually just to tick the station off, and then we're going to do the Eastleigh to Fareham video later on. table, there is nothing there. I've checked the table, that's fine. I've checked this little cubbyhole here, whatever it is, that's fine. There's nothing underneath the table apart from the waist, that's fine. There's nothing in the bed, that's fine. Apart from me that was sleeping in it. But you definitely don't want to see behind the scenes of that. And that's fine. Bathroom, once again, you don't want to see behind the scenes of this. But everything's nice and tidy in here. And there's nothing on that chair that's right next door to that mirror. Yes, everything's packed. Let's go. So we checked out about 10:30. So I'm finding this model shop now. I won't be filming much inside the model shop because I'm going to inspect the privacy of the model shop. But I think it's just down this road here. So I'm going to take a look and then see if we get a train or walk it to Chandlers Ford. So I'm just currently sitting in this park in Eastleigh, and honestly, this park is just absolutely beautiful. These are places that I've never been to before, and they really do look nice. AC Models is a brilliant shop. I've been in there for the first time because usually when I see that model shop, it's when it's closed, because I see it on a Sunday and it's always closed. But I did brought myself a Hornby 5-plank wagon. Apparently this 5-plank wagon is from the St Austell in Cornwall. John Lowry and Co. China Clay and Stoneworks in St Austell. Cost about £15. So that's a nice little wagon that I brought for AC Models. Now I have checked for Chandlers Ford, and it's about a 50-minute walk from where I'm currently at right now. You know what? Well, I've got some time to kill. Let's walk to Chandlers Ford and tick the station off. Honestly, this walk's not too bad at the moment, but we shall be going under the M3 as we're heading towards Chandlers Ford. And just like that, the M3 is above us. And while I do this walk, it has to start raining. Hoping to get to Chandlers Ford and not get too wet. I'll tell you what, during this walk I have been battered by hailstones. Literally it has been hailstone while walking to Chandlers Ford. Whose idea was it? Oh wait, me. You know what I should have done, because Winchester's not too far away. Should have gone to Winchester, brought myself a pint and wait for this weather to blow over, but no. Anyway, we're not too far from Chandlers Ford station. So when I got to the railway station, it started raining a hailstone again. So I ended up going to a cycle shelter, and then I managed to get into the station's waiting room to try and dry out. But to be honest, I'm still feeling wet from the rain and the hailstone. But this is Chandlers Ford station. This is my first time actually being here. Honestly, I really do like this station. It's very quirky. I will come back here one day to do a proper blog on this station. I'm only here to catch the 12:14 South Western Railway service to Eastleigh, which is that class 158 we just filmed out go to Romsey. Because it starts at Romsey, picks up at Chandlers Ford, Eastleigh, then it goes to Southampton Central, then it goes back to Romsey, and then it goes to Salisbury. It does like a circular journey. It's due here at 12:40, so board that train and head to Eastleigh. have now made it back to Eastleigh. It's raining a little bit, but hopefully, I'm hoping it eases off in the next hour. Because I've got to film an intro for the video from Eastleigh to Fareham, and also catch the 1331 South Western Railway service, which will take me to Henge End, which is the first station of the blog that I'll be filming today. But while it's a bit chilly today, I'm going to get a coffee, warm up a little bit, and then hopefully start that video. To be honest, I don't think this is perfect weather to film a blog today, but unfortunately, it's get what you're given, to be honest. And unfortunately, since I'm down here, I have to film it with this horrible wind and rain today, so we're going to have to see how this plays out. So I'm going to start the intro for the Eastleigh to Fareham video right now. Hopefully I can do this in one take. You'll find me today at Eastleigh Railway Station, which is a great train spotting location. And today's video is actually going to be the direct route to Fareham, calling at 2 stations along the way. Also, this does have some very interesting history, but it also connects the South Western Main Line to the West Coast Way. So we're waiting for the 1331 South Western Railway service to take us to our first station, Henge End. And that's one take. Brilliant. To be honest, it's a tad windy, really windy, but the rain has eased off a little bit, so I'm going to redo the intro again, hopefully a bit more open this time. You find a Eastleigh Railway Station on the South Western Main Line and is a great train spotting location. So unfortunately, I did balls that up at Eastleigh because I didn't film the train arriving into the platform. I like to film the trains arriving into the platform before we start the journey, and it did caught me off guard because I was too busy looking at the dock matrix screen. So I did miss that chance. There won't be a chance to do that again unless if I can find something to replace it, but hopefully I should have some footage to do that. I might put some writing underneath saying that I didn't film the train arriving or something like that. We have made it to Henge End. I know I did say Henge End. I know people will have a go at me in the comments for that, but I don't mind the constructive criticism, to be honest. Just some of the nasty comments I just don't like, but constructive criticism is always welcome on the channel. So I'm going to talk about the station, do some B-roll, and then move on to the next railway station. So I just managed to do all the Botley stuff at this location, so we're going to be moving on to Fareham, which is the turning point in my journey because I'm going to be using Fareham to get back to London, which I have that advance ticket on. Anyway, this train's pulling out now, so our train should be arriving shortly to take us to Fareham. Thank you for supporting the channel. I've been SimOnTrains, and I hope to see you at the next railway station so we can embark on a new journey together. Thanks for watching. My arm's hurting now, to be honest. But no, I have done that video and the weather has held off, to be honest, so that's pretty good. I don't mind if it's windy, but what I don't mind is wind and rain mixed up. But luckily, the weather has held off to do this video. So I decided to come to a walk into the town centre of Fareham to kill some time. And honestly, this is a very nice town centre. I'm impressed with it. It's even got cannons as well, which I do love a good cannon. So I'm going to head back to the railway station now, wait for my train. I'll probably pick up a coffee on the way, get a train back to London Waterloo. So now back at Fareham Station, waiting for the 1724 South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, and that's where I'm heading, straight to London Waterloo. I do have a first class ticket as well, so I'll be taking a first class journey. Unfortunately though, it's a class 450-0 that I'll be on. So the first class is kind of small, to be honest, but I'm going to take a first class journey and relax a little bit as we take the train to London. So now on board the 1724 South Western Railway service to London Waterloo. I'm just going to sit back, relax, and also get some editing done as well. So I want to get the Erith Modern Railway show finished if I can today for a Tuesday upload. So I have done most of that Erith Modern Railway expedition video. I've just packed up now because we're not too far away from London Waterloo. In fact, we're just about to pass through Clapham Junction right now. We're actually not stopping here. So we're just passing through Clapham Junction. So when I get to London Waterloo, my train out of London Euston is not till 2046. So I'm going to get off at London Waterloo, and I may take the Bakerloo line to Baker Street because I do have some time to kill, to be honest. And then I'm going to take either the Met, the Hammersmith City, or the Circle line to King's Cross St Pancras, so I can get through to East there, and then hop over to Euston on foot to catch my train back to Rugeley. I think I'm going to do it that way, to be honest.
For the Northern Line and National Rail services.
Elementary, my dear YouTubers. I could have got off at Oxford Circus to get the Victoria line to King's Cross St Pancras, but to be honest, I said I had some time to kill, so I've come to Baker Street instead. Now I'm going to wait for the next Circle line train, and let's go to King's Cross St Pancras. So we have now made it to London King's Cross Station. Go to the McDonald's across the road, get something to eat, and then head to Euston Station. So we're not far from Euston Station. My train is currently sitting on platform 6 at Euston. So I'm going to go get in position ready so I can beat the Euston Stampede. So I was on platform 6, they literally just announced the train, and unfortunately my train is this 350/220. So I'm going to sit in the X first class section because that's probably the only place that you get a plug and a decent table, which is this carriage right here, carriage 3. And once again I beat the Euston Stampede. So I'm now on the last train. This will take me to Rugeley town. This carries on to Bergen New Street. And the good thing is the Erith Modern Railway Expedition I managed to get that finished, and that's ready for saving so I can get that video up tomorrow. Anyway, let's get off at Rugeley Town. So we have made it to Rugeley Town Station. Now in day one, I did actually took the train from Rugeley Town to Rugeley Trent Valley at 06 at 11 in the morning, and then started the video at Rugeley Trent Valley where I had half an hour to kill before my train. But filming a behind the scenes video, it can be quite tough, especially with the videos that you got planned filmed and plus an extra video on top of that. And honestly, people do ask me to make longer videos, but they do knacker me out. And that's why I only upload like 10-20 minute videos on YouTube, and plus they're easier to edit than this one, because I don't know if this video is going to be one 50-minute video or it might have to be 3 separate videos. I have to make that decision when I'm editing this video, but hopefully you enjoyed this behind the scenes video with SimOnTrains. And if you want to see the polished version of Eastleigh to Fareham, that video is popping up on screen right now. Feel free to give that a click. The people on screen now, YouTube channels, page supporters, thank you for supporting the channel. I've been SimOnTrains, and I hope to see you at the next railway station so we can embark on a new journey together. Thanks for watching.